Hey Lex,
Hey,
how you doing, girl?
ready?
Period. At 7:45. No, 6:45. You heck of buddy. Let me see something. I gotta get the other person in here. 1 second. Um, Let me put in the post. We are starting class. 1 second. Right up. Let me let people in. 6 people entered the waiting room. Recording in. Hey, you guys.
Hello.
Hey. So we're going to get started in 5 minutes. I'm going to let people in.
Hey, Miss Angel, I'm going to join in about 5 minutes. I'm eating now.
Yes, girl. So y'all need to get y'all waters, get kids situated. Yeah. While I let people in. Now is the time to get a notebook, get a pen. If you're driving, I am excited that you just even tuned in, Koya.
Oh.
I'm not gonna mess with you, I promise. I'm not gonna mess.
I'm driving home.
I love it. Where the kids?
Daddy.
Oh, good. Good. Okay, so let some more people in. So we'll probably start in another 5 minutes. Okay, so grab y'all water. I do want to see y'all faces, okay? I don't care if y'all got on a.
Well, I can't see yours. I see like your picture.
You'll see me in a minute.
Oh, that's what it is. Okay.
Koya always gotta start with me.
I hear you.
I said Koya always gotta
I know.
start with her.
I hear you.
So how was everybody's day?
School could be better, but whatever.
Oh shit. Okay.
Am I the only one on here?
No, it's me.
Oh,
They
I
just getting a
can't
little quiet.
My day went good. I released a reel today for my boutique that was edited finally. It took forever.
Alexis, what's your release?
I released it's like one of those, not one of those. It's a reel for my boutique. I had actually had a videographer do my video and my pictures and stuff for my inventory.
Oh, okay. And so he finally completed it?
Yeah, after the inventory is gone now.
Bye. I'm about to play with you. That's why it's important to be hands-on with everything. Because you got a videographer, everything.
The website will be done Friday, but I probably won't release it till Monday.
What website platform are you doing?
For my boutique, so that it'll be online.
So what platform are you using? Wix?
Hold on, let me look. Because somebody else had paid somebody to do it for me.
Oh.
It was like a surprise.
Oh, that's nice.
Let me see.
What you need?
It's through Bluehost.
Is that a domain or you just not know?
No, it's a domain. Like everything was paid for.
But what platform is it? Do you know? You'll send it to me.
Yeah.
Because this is all new to you. Well, that's what's good. So drop. Let me see. I think I want you to drop something in the chat. Drop your social media pages in the chat, you guys.
Okay.
Oh, Justina, you can't hear me? I think I unmuted all you guys. Accept mute.
She said she can hear her phone tripping.
Oh, okay. Drop y'all social media pages. Let me see.
Is it personal or
Biz.
Do you use your personal as business? Because I got that bad. Yeah, drop your business. Drop your business. Because I would rather audit your business.
Oh, Angel, it's called Name Hero.
It's called who?
Name Hero.
What is that?
Something. I'm gonna have to send you this first.
Okay. Name Hero. That doesn't ring a bell. I wonder is that where they got your dumb pay? Okay, y'all dropping them. Cool. The lovely man. Hi, Lovely.
Oh, that's lovely.
Hi.
Yeah,
Yes.
Lovely.
Hi, y'all. I'm in a car.
Yes, we need to see y'all faces. I want to see y'all faces.
Hi.
Hey, Diamond. I'm gonna see who's gonna get on our guest speaker. Give me. And then I'll mute everybody. All right.
I gotta get my glasses together.
You guys got your water.
That.
We are about to be dropping gems. Hi, Laura. You got your baby. Hey, boo.
Yes, I'm breastfeeding.
Yes, you showed up.
Hi, Laura. Hi, Lovely. Congratulations. Thank you.
Is that
We are a full house today.
Hi, everybody.
We are a full house today. Okay, we're gonna start in like 5 more minutes. So we still have people coming in. Does anybody have y'all notebooks ready? Notebooks, pens, ready to do this? Okay, I see you guys. So I'm recording this too. So Koya, you cool too. I'm recording this too. For those that are commuting home, or going to get kids. Okay, let me see.
Shit.
I'm about to give me some wine.
Okay. Who's about to get them some wine?
Diamond.
Y'all missed the vision board party. We had
I know, that's why I said I gotta get some.
You trying to remix our sip and vision board party today. I was tipsy off that little bit.
Yeah, y'all should remix it because I missed it.
Y'all want to do another vision party? I'm trying to implement everything I was on. But if y'all want to do it, we can. It was fun. Super fun. Hold on 1 second, y'all. 1 second. Okay, let me see when our guest is gonna get. People are still coming in.
Where you at? We can't see you.
Y'all gonna see me in a minute. I'm trying to do stuff in my back office.
Oh.
Y'all gonna see me in a minute. Y'all know I'll be having a million things going on.
What you said we have to give me, what kind of wigs you said?
Oh, content wig.
Yeah,
I was telling them I show up, even if I have my Meek Mill braids going on, but I have a content wig now. So I knew that I was doing this mentorship and I had to show up all the time. So I have a content wig. Koya's cousin made it. Koya's cousin made it for me. I actually purchased it from a pop-up shop she threw.
Oh, that
And it's
content
just-
wig's been strong.
Yeah, it's my old faithful. Y'all know how y'all have your old faithful sweater or jacket? That wig, this wig, on wigging. It's just keep on wigging, but it's my content wig. So like I have to stay with the Instagram algorithm like daily. They want us to post videos on our real videos like every day. So I gotta stay prepared. Cause you'll get shadow banned so fast.
If what?
If I don't do my reels, because I'm able to monetize from my reels. They pay me to do reels.
Yeah.
Yep. Okay, let me see when baby girl's getting home.
Yeah, I hear these little kids in my background. I just want to know so I can close my.
Yeah, we can hear all that.
Okay, I'm sorry.
So you guys can mute. Can you guys mute now? So I told everybody to drop their Instagram page in the chat. Drop your Instagram page in the chat. Y'all can still hear me, right?
Yes.
Okay. Let me see. So I'm gonna start, and then when she gets on, I'll make her the host. We communicate with her. Okay, so can I see your faces? Y'all can see mine. Hey, you guys, look at my wig. This is my content wig. So I have Zawana, you on? Okay, Zawana's on. Okay, so can everybody hear me clear? Because we're gonna get started. I'll let her in once she gets on. I know she's cooking. Let me see. Okay. I just want to make sure I got everybody on. Okay. So today we're going to talk about websites, domain names. So I didn't have any intentions on doing this class. I was going to let her take it over, but I'll start it and then she'll come in and take it over. Okay. So does everybody know what a domain name is? You can leave it in the chat. Leave it in the chat if you know what a domain. So drop a yes or drop a no if you know what a domain name is.
What chat?
You gotta move. Okay. Can I get everybody to mute? If not, I'll mute you guys. Okay. Let me see what you guys put in here. Yes. Somebody put yes and no. Okay. Okay. A domain name. Okay, so let me explain a domain name. I own my domain name. So no one can duplicate my domain name. So I have, well, let me say I have 3 domain names. So for my waist trainer line, I don't know if you guys know it or not, but I have a health and beauty line. Let me let her in. I have a health and beauty line, right? So when I first started, I started on Big Cartel, right? It's an easy website. It's like you can do the website in 5 minutes. So right now at the stage that I am in business, I hate big cartels. I hate it. It just gives me scam. It just gives me scam all day. So my domain name for my healthy beauty business is fabillusionbeauty.com, right? So once you join platforms like Big Cartel, Shopify, Wix, once you open a account with them and you get a website through them, it'll say like kisseswix.com. You follow me? Or it'll say Big Cartel. It'll say Angel something Big Cartel. You understand what I'm saying? So once you have a domain name, it will say your exact domain name that you create. You guys understand what I'm saying now? Drop a yes in the chat if you understand what I just said, if it makes sense to you. So on the Big Cartel platform, any type of website that you create through them, it will always say Big Cartel, right? That's the name of the platform, right? Shopify, it would say XXO Boutique Shopify. So it's important to have a domain name because you want a real website. You want it to sound like a real website. Soon as I see someone that says Big Cartel, I'm like, okay, this is a little bit sketchy. It's giving a little bit of scam, right? So drop a yes if you understand it. Okay, you guys understand it. Okay, you guys are understanding it. So I love to have, so when it's time to get funding or any kind of grants and all that kind of stuff, you want to look as professional as possible. So I have a domain name, right? I also have my email. My email and my domain name matches. It's FI Beauty Zone, whatever. FI Beauty Zone, whatever. So everything matches, right? So when I own my domain name, no one can steal it, no one can use it or anything like that, right? Okay, so I'm glad that you guys understand what a domain name is. So I had asked Alexis earlier, what platform are you using? Now she's comfortable with saying, okay, this is the platform I'm using. This is my domain name. I use this Shopify as a platform. So now you're able to reiterate what type of business that you run, or if you need to get somebody the website or whatever. So I'm glad that you guys understand that. I know that you guys probably hear people say, what's your domain name? Domain name, domain this, domain that. And once you start a business, you'll get tons of emails, junk emails, and all that kind of stuff. And you know now. So now you know what a domain name is. Let me let her in. Let her in. Okay, we're gonna talk about emails. How many of you guys are running a business and you have a Gmail as your email address? Drop a yes in there. Be honest, because I want to help you. So if you have a Gmail, be honest, drop it in there. Drop a yes, drop a no if you have an email that says .com, because that's what these loan officers, these funding companies, they want to see .com. Okay, so let me see. Okay, Gmail. No. Okay, Jasmine. So Jasmine, okay, cool. Drop your email, drop your professional email in the chat so the other ladies can see what what a professional email looks like. I'll drop mine in there too. Okay, I see you, Shamina. I'm gonna drop mine in there so you guys can see. So I only use this when I need to be super professional, when I need to be super professional because you guys get Gmails all day. But if I am looking for funding and I'm looking to be this amazing company and I want people to recognize me as a built company, I use my .com. So I use it to my event. Okay, Dewana. Okay, you guys are making me so proud. Okay, I'm gonna give you guys mine. And I got my domain name and my email and my virtual phone number from GoDaddy. Info. I don't even know my email. That's crazy, y'all. FI Solution. CO.com. Okay, so you guys are going to start applying for grants. So the grant, they have like a platform where they don't want to see Gmails. So you're going to have to get a .com. So you guys understand. Okay, Koya, I see you. Okay. Got to change it since I changed my business name. Yes, most definitely. Okay. So how many of us have virtual phone numbers? Put yes or no in there. So when you guys get ready to get funding and grants, you guys will be ready. I don't have to see, if you need my help, I don't have to see a Gmail because you guys are on this Zoom and I taught you guys that. So let me see, Rakoya. No. Okay, yeah. Okay, so you get a Google Voice, yes. A Google Voice counts, yes. I use my Google number for my salon and I'm not changing it. Yes, Google Voice counts and it's free. I have a sideline phone. What's a sideline phone? For your sidelines? What's a sideline phone? Is that for your little sidelines? Is that for your booze? Is it after? Okay. Sorry, Justina. I was just interested if I needed to be getting that. Is a Google number. Okay. Okay. So I have a Google number for my salon. I have a smart number for my taxes. And people literally have, I know who's calling me. So when they have to announce their name through Google, I love it. So I can decline a call or accept the call because they have to announce themselves. They have to say who they are. And then whether I want to talk to them or not, I love it. And then through my number through GoDaddy, it's an app that comes up and then it'll show the number. And then I know if I want to answer that tax line, if I want to answer some tax questions or whatever. So I have another app on my phone too. So I have 3 apps that come to this phone. And I also have another phone, but I don't use it. All my apps are here on one phone. So like when I went into Sam's Club to get a Sam's card, the lady asked what's my business line. I gave her my Google Voice and she called me on this phone and I answered just like that. So it's really convenient. And if you guys do have cellular companies like AT&T, T-Mobile, all that stuff, convert your regular phone number. If you want, you can convert that to a business line and they give you save so much money. Like you can get 5 people on your line and just act like it's a business line for your kids or whatever, but you save a lot of money when you have a business line. So you can like upgrade your service that you have right now. Okay, so we talked about domain name, we talked about email, we talked about text. So I'm just trying to get you guys ready so you guys can start applying for grants. And let's be honest in the chat. Okay, let me see. Let's be honest in the chat. How many people have applied for those grants that I listed? Because I listed quite a few grants up in there. How many people have actually like applied for it? How many people are like scared? They feel like they don't have it together? Because you can apply for a grant if you have an EIN number. You can still apply for some of the grants for the EIN number. Okay, let me call. I need them. I'm late. Others were confusing. I applied for a few. Okay, so did you guys see? Okay, you need your EIN number. Okay, so I said next week on Wednesday, and you guys are all welcome to join. Let me let her in. Laura, she was just in, and now she's not in anymore. So, let me let her in. I don't know what happened. So I was saying I'm gonna go live in the morning time. So you guys, if you guys want to start another business, you'll always know how to apply for an EIN number. But we have to do it during business hours. Like we can't do it at 7 p.m. because IRS is literally closed. So I was gonna go live and actually apply for an EIN number so you guys can see me applying for an EIN number. If that's what's stopping you from getting a grant, you need to be on that call. It's super easy, it's free. When it comes to getting an LLC, I suggest you hire a professional. Let me let somebody else in. What is going on? Okay, I'm thinking about doing it. And I'll try to record it too if you can't get in. I'm thinking about doing it maybe around 11 or 12, something like that, before I get my day started. So I'm gonna go out. It'll be a Zoom. It'll be on Zoom also. Yeah, I'm gonna teach you guys how to apply for an EIN number. And remember, I told you guys about all my businesses. I'm set up as business management. We talked about that too. Yes. Yep, that's next too, Levy. That's next. So I just want to see where you guys are at in your business before our guest speaker comes on. So email. Levy, that's good. Okay, so also too, you're gonna need a business checking account. When you're getting ready to get funded for grants or any type of loans, they don't want to issue money inside of a Cash App, inside of those little virtual little bank thingies. They don't want to do that. So you need to have a business bank account. Even if you just want it for all funding use, just do that. For taxes and funding, just do that. And I recommend Chase. Chase is hella bomb. Chase has so many services for business owners, it's not even funny. So I highly recommend that. Okay, you have a business checking account with Bank of America. Okay. I really don't like Bank of America, but Bank of America does have some good products for their bankers. I don't like Bank of America. But if you have a relationship with that bank, please keep that bank, because Bank of America as well as Chase, they go by your relationship with them. And so your banker will back you up when it comes to funding. Okay. So only one person has a business bank account? Is Diamond? Who has a business bank account? Drop it in the chat, please. I don't like them at all, especially now that is only what I do. And I'm quiet. Let me see this way. In the tab, and I'm here. Okay, I have a business bank at Wells Fargo. I'm doing this online. Okay, that's fine. Just make sure that these banks are like FDIC as well too. It just always looks good when you have a business bank account, a well-known business bank account. I like Comerica too. I use Comerica too. Write that down. Comerica is so good. Whenever I go to Comerica, it's only like 2 people in there. I hate going to Bank of America. I hate going to Wells Fargo because people see what type of money I have, and it's just, oh God, I don't like it. I like Comerica. Yes, Comerica is so bomb. They have it in every city and state. Comerica is bomb. It's only 2 people that's in there. It's always like 4 workers and 2 people. It's never a line. I love Comerica. I love Comerica. And if you have your business more than a year they'll give you a business credit card for like $3,500. That was my first business credit card with them. 3,500. And it may seem low, but that 3,500 came in handy because I flipped that 3,500 three ways. And again, I've been telling you guys with business credit card, you can max it out. You don't have to stay under 30% of utilization. And I'll teach you guys how to liquidate y'all cards. That's a whole nother class. But open up with a business, like a well-known business. It looks really good. Makes you look really, really good. I'm gonna snap on it. Let me see. Do you have to start with a certain amount of money? No, you don't. Probably like $50 or $100. Probably not even that. I have one with Navy Federal Credit Union to have a business account, and I probably only got $20 in that account. But Comerica is the way to go. If you're the type of person like me, I don't like being around a whole lot of people. I start having anxiety when it's like 10 people in line. It's these young kids in there with flip-flops on. They make me nervous when I'm doing my bank deposits. So I love doing Comerica. Comerica is like, it's an old bank, but it does what it needs to do for me. Okay, I'm gonna let her on. She's supposed to be getting on right now. I applied for 2 to look over the others in the cheat sheet. Oh, you applied for 2? Okay. Did you guys look over the cheat sheet? I like that cheat sheet because it's pretty standard. Those are pretty much the standard questions that they ask. You need your LC and EIN number. You can't run it. Yeah, you do. Zawana, absolutely. When you go in there to open an account, you need your Secretary of State and you need your EIN paperwork. Yes, Comerica Bank. Yes. Yes, Comerica Bank is yes. Okay, let me let her in. That's not her, that's somebody else. Okay, oh yeah. Okay, so we have a couple of people that applied. Can you also put in the chat what's stopping y'all from applying for these grants? Apply for at least 4 grants a month. One of them got a hit. Let me give her the link to get in, y'all. You guys can unmute because I will let her in. Let's talk. You guys can unmute yourself.
Hi.
Hey,
I was in another class. Hey, how you guys doing?
Hey, how dare you be in another class? You supposed to be with your Mogo sis.
No. I had to take a DY class online.
Okay.
Yeah.
So handle your business. Yes.
Yeah.
Handle your business. Okay, so let me see. Sharmisha, please put in everything in the chat. If you have a domain name, a website, all that stuff. Just follow along what they put in the chat.
Okay.
All right.
What was I about to say? Oh, I had applied for 4 grants before you had even put the cheat sheet up. Like I did it kind of almost the first day that we joined the yeah. But
give me 1 second. Give me 1 second, Diamond. I'm sorry. Does anybody have my phone number, my 283 number? If you do, okay, if you do, can you send me the Zoom link so I can give it to the presenter? Because I gave her the wrong link because I had made it for longer because I knew we were gonna get in. So if you have my phone, can you send me the Zoom link?
I'm checking.
Okay, go ahead, Diamond. Why son? Go ahead, Diamond.
Somebody send me the I was pretty much saying that I wish I would have waited. That we speaking on this because and what else? Oh, and I just made my Google Voice number. So only one of my grants have my Google Voice number on it.
Okay, that's fine. For starting off, I don't think they'll be like, oh my God, this girl is using her cell phone number. I don't think they make a big deal. It's not like you getting ready for funding and the underwriters got to look at it. You guys will get $50,000. They want to make sure this business is actually actual business. So you should be fine with that. Don't beat yourself up about it.
Okay, but would it be an issue because I don't have a domain name? Okay.
No, but get your domain name though.
Another issue I've been having too. So you know when it asks you for like your URL link or whatever to like your Instagram or Twitter or whatever, when I put in my URL link, it goes to my personal Instagram instead of my business Instagram.
The grant is asking you that?
Well, I think it was one of them, only one that asked, or does, I think all of them kind of ask you, you know, like
your yeah. That's what I was telling. Yeah, that's what I was telling the other class that I was in. I was letting them know, like, have everything together, have your bio together, have everything together on social media, because they want to see who they're giving this money to. Even if it's a $3,000 grant, a $5,000 grant, have everything in order so they can't say anything. They can't come back like, oh, you need this, you need that. Yeah, have it together. Even your bio, even if you had 2 pictures on there, just have a good bio.
Okay.
Did anybody send me the link? Y'all on here, y'all like, okay, hold on. I can't find it. Okay, hold on. I'm gonna share this screen so y'all can see. Y'all gonna see my stuff.
Is it mandatory that you have a social media?
No, you can have a Facebook or just make a page. Tell me my password wrong. Okay, I'm gonna do it again. So you can have, sorry, Donna. You can have a Facebook, but I would just make an Instagram page, just put 2 pictures on there with a phone number and all that type of stuff. Like 3 stock pictures. But they do ask. I think they just want to be nosy who they giving their money to.
Right.
And I know you like the Facebook because Instagram is just too much. Why am I on my texting?
I don't like social media at all. I don't have a Facebook either. That's my daughter's Facebook. So I just don't want to be on social media, but I'll make a little stupid Instagram.
Yeah, just put some stock pictures up. Let me get, hold on, y'all. It's not letting me. It's not even letting me edit it, y'all. Y'all can see my screen? Can y'all see my screen?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah.
You see how it's giving me a hard time? Normally I can just do it this way. Oh God. So can anybody give me the information? Because it won't let me do it since I'm on the, is anybody able to send it to me? You can send it to me through anywhere.
Let me see if it's, I know it came as a text, I think.
Do you guys know the actual code? The password?
No, it wasn't a code. You, when I signed it, when I logged on, it just said wait for a host to join you in.
All she gotta do is click on your
the link
go to the
on the
email and
app.
click on it.
Yeah, I was about to say she could go on to your actual
She
the
not in
mobile
here.
one.
She not in my mentorship. Let me see how I'm gonna do this. Do y'all didn't have to do the password, huh?
No.
Is it on the flyer?
No, it's not. It's just when she sent the email, you just
here it
click
go.
on
Here
it.
it go, y'all. Here it go.
I think she had it. Probably we didn't.
I think I got it.
I'm like, cause I don't even remember how we got the link.
It goes straight to when y'all click on it. Okay, here it go. She is ready to get on. Let me just email it to her right quick. I gotta email it to her. Sorry, y'all. Email it. That's why I asked her earlier. Jesus. Okay. Hold on.
I'm nosy, y'all. I just be looking out my window.
Okay, I'm trying to put you
me,
on.
my neighbors outside with their music.
Give me
LOL.
just give me a regular email for you.
Okay. You, Gayana. Wait, what email do I have on the computer?
They all professional emails. Okay, it's hi. Okay, I think I got it. Is it hi?
Yeah.
Okay, I got it. Okay, I'm sending it to you right now.
Okay, I got my email.
Okay, y'all. We're gonna be back in action. Let me stop sharing. Stop sharing. Okay. Did you get it?
Let me see.
Because the crowd is waiting for you, girl.
Yeah, I got it.
You in? Okay, here we go.
Okay.
Okay. So showtime, y'all. Showtime. Get y'all notes together.
Hello, everybody. Sorry about that little delay here. Can everybody hear me?
Yes.
Okay, perfect.
Okay, I'm
How's
gonna
everybody?
make you the host.
Okay, I'm gonna pull up my slides here. First off, I want to ask, does anybody have any like questions or anything?
Yes, I do.
Okay. Let me pull this up and then I can give you guys my undivided attention. Give me a second. And Angel, you made it able for me to share my screen.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm gonna make you the host.
Okay, cool.
Here you go.
A second.
Okay, I made you the host. Let me see if I can. Yeah, you're the host, so you can take it over.
Okay, yeah, I'm like, all these problems.
I'm used to Mariah here to help me, y'all. So
can everybody see my screen?
Big girl stuff.
Can everybody see my screen?
Yes.
Okay. So does anybody have any specific questions first before we get started with anything?
Yes.
Hey, so let me ask you this. Do you want them to drop it in the chat or you just want to
They can drop it, but let me make sure I can see the chat box because I normally use like WebEx. So like me and Zoom, I need to make sure that I got this all right. Let me see if I can see the
Okay, so if you're not like comfortable with it, you can just unmute the person that's asking you the question or whatever too.
Oh no, you can drop it in the chat. I can see the chat. So yeah, if anybody wants to drop it in the chat, the questions that you guys have first. If anybody has one, and then we can go from there.
I think Alexis did.
Okay. I don't see it in the chat.
Alexa, drop your question in.
Okay, I'm typing it now.
Okay, cool. And if you guys have questions, drop it in the chat too. I'll be the mediator.
Okay, so the question is, can you give you more in-depth information on creating content? You're so lost. Okay. So generally, as we all know, creating content is something that everyone likes to consume, right? So we all consume content no matter what kind of content it is when it comes to like food content, business content, comedy. So it's all different kind of content. But one thing that I say when it comes to content, you want to make sure that it's shareable and savable, right? So when you think of creating content for your brand, you always want to think of stuff in terms of what you guys are sending to people in group chats, right? So like if you have a group chat with friends, things that you guys find either funny or things that you guys want to share or talk about in terms of topic, you always want to think the same way in towards of like your brand, right? So you want to make sure that's the type of content that you're creating because you want people to share it, save it, and connect with the content that you create. So I always say when you create content, have a goal in mind, regardless of what it is. Like you always want to have some type of goal. For example, let's say you want to promote a particular item or you have like an item that's new in stock and you really want to present it in a way to where people connect with it. Without you directly selling that particular item, you can relate it to like a topic that's very trending, right? So we know a lot of times topics around like music is trending, certain artists, certain celebrities. So anytime you can incorporate your brand and your brand is relatable to a topic, you should. Now, if it's not necessarily on topic or if it doesn't connect or align with that, then I would say don't do it. But if it does, then that's definitely the type of content that you want to create around. You want to create content around stuff that's trending, stuff that's popular, stuff that's also related to your brand. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Okay. You want me to answer a little bit more in depth? I want to kind of go through the slides. I think you guys will get the gist of what I'm saying through that too, with some of the questions.
You can start with the slides and I can answer a lot of questions too. So I'll be mediating.
Okay. So here we're going to start with a brand versus a business, right? So we all have a business, but not everyone has an actual brand. And when I say that not everyone has an actual brand, what I mean is that we see here, right? So this is just an example that I'm using because we all know what Starbucks is, right? So everybody knows exactly what Starbucks is, what it sells, and it's more than a business. They've created an actual brand for themselves. So a business is a company and a brand is the perception of a company's product or service, right? So how do you set your brand's value? So if you guys want to take a moment to kind of go over this and look at this and kind of dissect what it means, and similarly to what I'm saying in terms of giving you guys a visual, if you want to build a brand, something memorable, something people can relate to versus it just being a business, if that makes sense. You guys go over. Okay. And then normally when I create, or when people ask me in terms of like, okay, well, how do I create like a brand, or how do I connect my brand, you want to humanize it. So instead of thinking like what the ideal person is, you want to make your brand the ideal person. So for example, your brand, you want your brand to be the it brand, right? You want it to be high end, you want it to connect with a particular demographics of people. So when you create content around your brand, you want to humanize it. And when I say humanize it, you want to make your content feel like it's being naturally consumed. Not like you're necessarily always selling. You really want to market it to where people, they're just like, wow, this is really good. I really love this content.
I think you're echoing. Hold on one second. Let me unmute. Maybe. Okay, Deanna. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So that's what I mean when I say, like humanizing your brand. You really want to make it seem like an actual person. You get what I'm saying? That makes sense. Does that make sense? If it makes sense to you, press on that yes or no, one of the group chat, or see here.
It makes a lot of sense, yes.
Okay. So this is the part that I feel like is really, really important that a lot of people do not understand. I know primarily, number one thing that people struggle with is marketing, right? So a lot of people struggle with marketing. A lot of people struggle with branding. It is very, very important that we understand exactly what that is. And one way I tell my clients, like these are actual bro numbers from clients that I've worked with in terms of me helping them understand and read particular data and analytics when it comes to your brand and your business. What I mean by that is even if you don't have a website, right? Instagram gives you insights regarding your business content, what people are consuming, what they're looking at, what times they're looking at it. People really have to connect with to understand this is the back end. So data analytics is it's really what's going to motivate or drive people to buy. So for example, what I say is sometimes, let's say you're posting a particular item. So let's say you're selling lashes and you're constantly promoting like different styles of lashes, right? You want to see which styles of those lashes gets the most feedback or gets the most interactions, and you want to see like what people are looking at the most, and you can market or sell that particular item. You get what I'm saying? So you can use the data and analytics to kind of see what people like and what you can sell more of. And I always tell people, or always feel like if it's something that you can sell more of or it's easier to sell, you want to push that as like a star product, right? Because you want to have at least one product that is very easy for you to sell and generate income from. And once you perfect that particular product and make that product like a niche product, then people will trust other things that you buy or sell. So when I say that, I mean, let's say they purchase like a particular item from you and they really love it. So let's say you dress, for example, and they really love the quality of the dress, they really love your branding, your marketing. So the next item you drop, they're going to be like, oh, that first item was really, really good. Let me see what else she's releasing. So that's really how people start to connect with brands. And you can use your data and analytics to have insights to see like, okay, what people like versus what they don't like, if that makes sense. So does everyone understand that or have any questions? I don't want to move too fast for you guys. I can't hear nobody.
They get it.
Oh, okay. I want to make.
So I'm sorry. I want to respond, but I don't know if you want us to do it in the chat or if you want us to do it like this.
Do it in the chat because I'm helping her do it. So we started off a little late. So do it in the chat, or you can directly, message me, and then I'll,
Okay, got it.
All right.
Okay. So engagement press. Okay, there's so many. Let me see. Okay, so you want me to go over engagement press the trust factor?
Yeah.
Okay. So when it comes to, in particularly to engagement, right? So engagement in a trust factor basically means that when people are engaging with your content, they're believing what you're saying, right? They're believing what you're selling them. They're believing in the product. It's not just BS. They really understand and they interpret what you're saying, and you're building an actual community. So you're building that actual community around your engagement and how people are consuming with your content. People consume with your content in different ways and have different emotions around your content. So we all are emotional buyers in a sense, right? So sometimes we buy products off of impulse, sometimes we buy products off of emotion. And sometimes we psychologically purchase products because it's like, dang, we may keep seeing something constantly. And we're like, this is a sign, right? Like, I might need to continuously, like might be something I need to buy. This is a sign I need to buy it because I'm constantly seeing that item. And that's why sometimes we see a lot of the brands, they continuously, like promote. So it's a never ending cycle of promoting. But I always say, like, if you're going to promote a particular product over and over and over, you want to make sure that you do it in multiple forms, right? So you don't want to push that particular product out in one way. So for example, you don't want to just keep on posting like a flyer about it, right? Or the same video over and over and over. You want to create different forms because we all consume content in a different way, and people trust your brand differently. So for example, when it comes to the trust factor, some people may trust your brand just because you as a person, you are already credible, or they see you connect with other influencers, or other big people in the industry. Some people may trust that, some people may not. Some people may have to see user generated content from people who actually purchase from you. You get what I'm saying? So it really makes a difference in terms of that, to where you have to really understand when it comes to engagement and a trust factor, you have to look at two things. It's who you are and the way that you're presenting the content.
Can I piggyback on that too?
Yeah, definitely.
I'm big with trust factor. If I go to your page and you don't have a website, I'm going to the next person, right? If you have a boutique and you have your clothes like on, and this is no offense to anybody, I'm just telling you, I am a consumer. I'm a shopper. I'm an impulse shopper. So if I see like clothes on the floor and clothes on a rug and all that type of stuff, I will not trust it. I don't trust it. I'm like, she's not going to send me her stuff. She has her clothes that I have to wear on the floor. You understand what I'm saying? So when I say trust factor, that is what she's also saying too. I just wanted to elaborate on that. We just have to get better with stuff like that, because now the way that the IG world is going, people want to see how you look in your clothes. So you're actually selling an experience now. So that's old school, putting your products on a rug or putting your products on hardwood floors and putting on a hanger. People want to see what you look like when you go out to your brunches and things of that nature. So you're selling the experience. So I just wanted to elaborate on that, a trust factor, because I'm going to the next boutique. So just wanted to touch bases on that. No one needs to get offended, but we got to stick with the times. Hey, Tiana, I just wanted to say that. Are you on there? Okay. Okay. We can't hear you. Are you talking? Can you guys just hear me? Y'all can't hear her, right?
Right?
Okay.
No.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Any other questions?
Yeah, go ahead.
Sorry, go ahead.
Nuh-uh, you go ahead. I was waiting for you to start talking.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. Yeah. Okay. So another question too that I get often. So people always ask, like, how often should you check your data and analytics? You don't have a website, how you apply data analytics to your brand strategy. So I kind of a little bit just went over that portion with you guys in terms of how to, ways you can incorporate the data and analytics into how you market or how you sell. And then also what I have for you guys as well. So once we in the fall, we're going to see you guys like to go, Angel.
Let me see. Can you mute your? Can you please make sure everybody mute, please? Okay. Sorry about that.
Okay. It's fun. Okay, cool. I want to make sure it was cool. Yeah, so I'm going to send you guys like a few different worksheets and then a few other resources that I use, and just for you guys to be able to like create better content or have structure around the actual content that you're creating as well. So I'm going to send that out to some of you guys just so you can have a better understanding in terms of what you remember. I can send the slides, and then you guys can use some of this information to incorporate into your branding and actually see, what works for you, and then what will give you a better sense of direction around it. So if you guys want to take a moment to kind of look at this slide before I proceed to the next portion as well. Then let me know if you have any questions. Any questions? Okay. So this is one thing that, has anybody ever heard the term social proof? If you have, press 1 in the group chat. If you haven't, press 2 in the group chat. Okay, so it looks like some people have heard of it, some people haven't. So this kind of social proof kind of relates back to what me and Angel were just talking about in terms of engagement and trust factor, right? So social proofing is trusting your brand. So this is the like legal technical definition of what social proof is. Social proof is a psychological phenomenon where people assume the actions of others in attempt to reflect correct behavior for a given situation. If others are doing it, I should too, right? So when a lot of the times, you know, when people are on your Instagram, or let's just give a scenario where someone comes to your Instagram page, right? They come to your business page, they're looking at your business page, and they're trying to get a sense of if they should buy from you or not, right? They just started following you. They want to see what type of content you're going to produce. They want to see what type of content you're going to put out there to get them engaged with your product, service, or your brand, right? So a lot of the times they want to kind of see like, okay, who's buying from this person? You know, like who's actually shopping here? You know, if you don't have a website, we all know we're kind of skeptical. Like, okay, well, this person, I have to DM them to purchase. You know, I don't know if this is necessarily a scam. Like, what's going on here? So when it comes to actual social proofing your brand, it's definitely ways that you can incorporate social proofing. Now, I'm gonna give you guys a little bit of like my professional opinion on certain things, especially if you're just starting off, right? So how many of us sometimes, like when we're just starting off, right, we might use our families or our friends to promote our business. If you do that, press 1. If you haven't tried that yet, press 2. But you're having your family and friends help you to promote your business. So okay, cool. So does anybody necessarily want to answer to me, or when you have your friends or family promote or tag your business, what strategies or way do you guys use to have your friends or family promote your business? Can somebody give me an example of a way they had their friend or family promote their business for them before on Instagram? For example, was it just like them posting and tagging your products, like, or was it just them telling you to go follow you? Like, what ways have they done that? Somebody said both. Okay, you create Canva, post and tag. Okay. Okay, so one way that a lot of the times I like to advise people who are definitely new to marketing, or their brand has not built credibility yet, right? So if we are going to use our family or friends, one way that I always recommend people to have family or friends promote is like as an actual customer. Reason being, if people know, like if sometimes when you think about it too, if people know like you're related to this person, or this person is a family or member or friend, they're not as likely to trust your brand. You get what I'm saying? Because it's kind of like this person, of course, this person is going to say you have a good product or service, right? So you always want to kind of give them some type of script per se, or some type of marketing around it in terms of how you want them to promote your product, and just say, instead of just saying like just post or follow, right? Because they are also introducing your product to their audience, right? So of course we're going to have people who do know that this is your friend or family, but you want to reach their audience who don't necessarily know you, right? So I always like to tell people you should have your family or friend promote your product as if they were an actual customer, right? Not just reposting or tagging, but actually giving certain benefits or your product, or creating certain type of content around your product that people like to consume or engage with when it comes to your family or friends, because they're also introducing you to their audience, if that makes sense. And so here's some ways too that I pretty much recommended on social proofing. Anybody have any questions on like other ways to do this, or any questions around it? Okay, so I see Aswala says she doesn't have family and friends to promote for her. And why don't you do that? Why don't you have family and friends promote? You can answer publicly if you want.
I'm sorry, I'm putting on my clothes. But I just didn't ask. Like, I don't know. I've been going through so much. I did feel like I was all the way ready and just not. I don't know. I just don't help like that. I should. I need to stop not doing that.
Yeah. So are you nervous? Are you not confident in your brand? Do you feel like you need some type of sense and direction around the way you want to market to people?
Yeah, probably the way that I want to market.
What is your product or service? Like, what do you offer?
I have these self-care boxes with like some skincare products and organic products that I make at home, like bath salts, elderberry syrup, whole bunch of different stuff. But yeah, I I just need to repackage it and then like set up my whole marketing campaign or whatnot. I feel like I was trying to do too much by myself and kind of got over.
Yeah. What's the name of your business?
Candy Shop LLC.
Okay, the candy shop. Cool. So you can have a good creative concept because of the name. So it's a lot of different ways you can promote with the name the candy shop in terms of it being self-care boxes, right? So candy is one way, to people's heart. So it's a lot of different concepts and stuff you can come up with that. So I'm gonna note that too, and then I'm gonna make sure like when I give you guys the information around the creative concepts and marketing, when I send out those worksheets to you guys at Angel, that I include some different ways depending on what type of businesses you guys have. So if some of you guys want to put in particularly like the type of businesses, because I don't like to give out like one particular strategy because everything doesn't work for everybody, right? So especially depending on what industry you're in. So I feel like it's beneficial for you guys to have different ways to market your product. So everyone's doesn't look the same too. That makes sense. So is that okay with everybody? Okay. Skincare, lashes. I'm just going to keep note of it too, because I know it's being recorded. Right. And then here I listed some ways to social proof your website if you have one. So this is very, very important. And another thing that social proofing does when you social proof your website, social proofing boosts your SEO, which is your search engine optimization. I'm going to show you guys some examples of websites that are good with social proofing. If you have an Instagram, good ways to social proofing is making sure that your icons are set up in a series way. What I mean when I say that is, so for example, if you are like in skincare, an esthetician or anything, if you're a service-based business, the first highlight that they should see is results, right? People think like, okay, I want to see the work. I want to see the progress. What do I go from X, Y, and Z to what? So you should have it set up results, reviews, then product, because it's going to build that credibility. By the time they get to your product or the pricing, they'll trust your brand. So it's a psychological thing with everything in terms of like marketing and branding and presenting it to people. So just keep that in mind when you're creating like content or strategy or sales loop around social media particularly. Does anybody have any questions on any of this? And I'm going to send this out too, so you guys will be able to have this in an actual email. And this is all like facts and data and stuff that I constantly pull to, just because of the industry that I'm in and a lot of the questions that I get a lot of the time. I like to make sure that I'm giving credible answers and then I actually do the work more in depth. So I always like to fact check and make sure that everything is sure and I'm sure of it before I'm, relaying any type of information to anybody.
Can you also elaborate for those that have like a boutique? Can you kind of elaborate on that too? Because I told them, because the boutique, it can do literally anything with the boutique. So if you can elaborate on that more too, that'd be great.
So
like drop shipping.
So what do you mean when it comes to drop shipping? So you're talking about like the drop shipping where you just the items from like the particular place and it goes straight to them?
Yes, ma'am.
what questions around drop shipping specifically? That's like a whole, like business model. Because I've seen different, like I've seen hair being drop shipped before. I've seen clothing, shoes, accessories. It depends on what platform you're using.
Right. Like, so what type of platform, like where would I start with that if I wanted to get into that? Like are there certain platforms that's already set up, or like could you just reach out to certain vendors, or like?
Yeah, you can reach out to certain vendors, and then Shopify is really, really big. So that's one place that's really, really big on drop shipping. Shopify is really, really big on drop shipping too. And then I'm not sure if you guys are familiar with, or I'm sure probably Angel's familiar with it too. Like Amazon stores.
Mm-hmm.
So that's something that you guys are interested in terms of like drop shipping. That and Shopify is really, really big in terms of like you guys drop shipping. One thing that I would definitely say around drop shipping is you want to research what are the items that people love to buy and purchase the most on those particular platforms. Reason being, you want to drop ship things that are actually going to sell. So just be very detailed about and intentional about what particular items or products you're going to drop ship on, even when it comes to different industries. So for example, I know you said you wanted me to touch more on like boutiques and stuff. And just so when it comes to boutiques and it comes to clothes and stuff, and even pricing too, like I know a lot of the times when it comes to like clothing and boutiques, people like to, so anybody who have a boutique, I'm just curious to know, how do you guys price your items and why? When it comes to
basically, like if I bought the glasses for like $6, I'm probably gonna sell them for probably $10 or $12. I don't want to overcharge, because I look at other stores, or like beauty supplies that don't sell them for as high, but I also look at the quality and how much I had to pay, whether it was shipping or if it was like face to face.
Okay. And do you feel like you buying it for 6 and selling it for like 10 or 12? Do you feel like you're making a good enough profit?
Honestly, no, because I used to have it priced at like 20 to 25 per glasses, but I used to think that was too high.
I would say, Alexis, don't ever think that your prices are too high, right? Especially if you are able to give more value to the people who are purchasing it than the beauty supply, right? So as we all know, beauty suppliers aren't on Instagram giving like tips on how to wear it or how to style it or who's wearing it, how popular it is, or you just giving them in terms of like valuable content around what they're consuming, right? Because even when it comes to like influencers or and stuff like that, right? The people are buying it because of the experience that they're getting from this person too, right? Not just what they're selling, because they know the other brands sell this, right? You want to be the go-to brand, so you want to be the go-to person that people go to for like shades or clothes or anything. So if you're giving them more than what they're paying for, they won't question your price. So if you feel like it's a way or a creative way that you can interpret to them, like, okay, yeah, mine's might be a little higher, but I'm also sending you like cute little packaging that you can repurpose, right? So we all know certain stuff, like people love cute little keepsakes and packaging, and that's a lot of the times people don't know that when you get like customized things that are very cute, that's you also giving people the opportunity to market your brand for free. Because if we're women, if we like stuff that's cute, we're going to post it, we're going to share, we're going to tag the brand. So a lot of times people think in terms of like, oh, that's another thing I have to pay for. I have to pay for my packaging, for my clothing, or these labels, or X, Y, and Z. But it's all about the branding. So if you're doing it in a way to where it's creative and it's unique to your brand and people are sharing it, they're also introducing your brand to their audience because they like what you're selling. So we all know that things that look good get shared the most, and it circulates more on social media. So just sometimes think in terms of that when you're thinking of like your budgeting and your pricing, because once you do it in that way, you're able to set your prices higher and it be justifiable. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Alexis, I want to piggyback. I want to piggyback on her. What she just said. I'm sorry, I'm eating, y'all. I haven't eaten all that. Sorry. But I have to make my return. I do my returns. So like when I sold hair, right? And I would make an order. And so I would divide the pricing of how I bought it. I would include shipping. I would include everything, right? My profit has to be 2 or 3 times, no matter what. I don't care if down the street is selling it, up the street, whatever, beauty bar, whatever. I have to make my money, my investment 2 and 3 times. So if I get a bundle, that let's just say it's a 12-inch, and each unit probably was $20. Say it was $20, right? My investment was $20 on that one unit. I'm going to sell that bundle. Guess how much I'm going to sell that bundle for? $60, $69, because I'm going to include the shipping, the marketing, and everything else. I'm not selling anything if I don't make 2 to 3 times my profit. You understand what I'm saying?
Yes.
Even when I'm selling it, if it's on clearance, I have to double my money. I have to double my profit. Else you're running a business backwards. You understand what I'm saying? So keep that in mind too. Like I'll teach you guys too how I did my math on how I sold hair and how I scaled it really, really fast. So I just want to keep that in mind. We're not branding and running a business backwards. And I did that my first year just to get people to wear my hair. And then when I decided, like, why am I letting people wear my hair at a discount price? And I got some bomb hair. So just keep that in mind. Like, I know it because I went through so many vendors. So I know my hair is good. So like a lot of my stuff don't go on sale because I know the quality of it. I know the convenience of it and everything else. So I'm not selling nothing. If I'm selling something that costs, maybe I got it. So like, I'm gonna give y'all an example. I'm gonna let y'all know because y'all part of my community. So when I first started selling those waist trainer belts, I got them belts for $7. I sold because I have a trust factor. So people trust me with quality stuff, right? I sold them for $65, $70. What? I was not playing. Because it was something new, it was something innovative, and I have the trust factor. I build my momentum. So anybody knows anything I'm selling is top quality. And I don't go on sale all the time. I'm not, and I won't. So just to put that in the atmosphere for you guys, we gotta stop. I'm gonna say hustling because I know y'all can relate to that. We have to stop hustling backwards. We gotta stop hustling backwards. Just saying we have a business, like we're not making no money, right? We can't do that no more. And so that's why you guys join my community, because I paid the way for all the mistakes. So now it's like, now you guys are going to see income. You guys are just going to be seeing a whole lot of stuff. So I just wanted to put that out there. We're not hustling backwards no more. Okay.
I have a question. Can y'all hear me?
Yeah.
I have a question for the people who sell clothes. Do you guys only go through vendors, or do you guys go to the alley in LA?
I go to LA for my stuff. I actually go to LA, or like I'm signed up with the actual vendors online, which is fashiongo.net. But I also went down there while I was doing a walkthrough, and I checked out the clothing, the quality of the clothing, which took hours, how much it was. Really, the alleyways, they get the stuff and they put their own prices to it. And that's really where everybody go really on the weekends. But during the week, it's best to go to the actual stores because their price is definitely cheaper.
During the week.
Yeah, and have you guys heard of too when it comes to boutiques? I can give you guys access to another one. So I've heard of fashiongo.net, but this is one I have access to through like having a seller's permit, and I'm giving it like exclusively to you guys. So LA showroom is really, really big. I think it's to me in comparison to fashiongo.net LA showroom. So if anyone doesn't have access, I can give you guys access to LA showroom as well. But they have really, really good ones. And then it's someone here.
And Giddy Wholesale got really cute clothes. If all you need is your EIN for them, you got to get approved. And I think you need like a couple receipts or something from like an invoice, but they got really cute clothes too.
Can y'all spell that? You said
y'all drop it in the
LA showroom. This one is really, 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 really good. And they let you pre-order stuff that's like not even in season yet. So Yeah, they let you guys pre-order stuff that's not in season, and then they have like literally anything that you guys see, the best, the boutiques that are doing good on Instagram and stuff, they sell it. I can guarantee you, they sell it.
Because
They have a lot of stuff.
a lot of those vendors down there, Fashion Nova, just damn near walk across the street just to get their shipment. Right. That's why they are always on point. You really don't even have to wait for China to get our stuff. We get our stuff in like 3 days. Like,
so Day, you said, hi, by the way, this is Dawana. Hi, baby. You said LA showroom.
Yes, I wrote it in the chat, and I have like a access sheet for you guys too. I can send it out too, but I have a way you guys can actually access it, because then they like to verify you. Like they want verified businesses, or if you have, they just want to verify that you have your seller's permit. But yeah, they have stuff that's like, it's coming up for the season when it comes to like before it's even hit the stores yet, or before, like this is probably not probably, I'm almost certain this is how like certain Instagram boutiques, like the hot ones, they start to get their stuff prepared for the next season already. Everyone right now is getting ready for Black Friday, you know. So if you have a boutique, you definitely should be getting ready for Black Friday, whatever it is your campaign is going to be. These are some also ways, like I have here, that you guys should be social proofing your websites, because this all will increase and boost your search engine optimization. And another good tool or resource in order for you guys to help boost, like if you do have a website, even if it's not, it doesn't have to be the best looking website, it doesn't have to be any of that, but if you want to get like hits and results and people coming to your actual website, you want to create different ways. So that's when you be active on social media a lot. So for example, have you guys ever just typed in like a particular boutique's name, and then it's like it comes up on the Google search, just because they have really, really good SEO and ways that people get really, really good search engine optimization and hits, because they are active on multiple different social platforms, to where Google is starting to recognize them. You get what I'm saying? So if you want to boost your SEO on your website, you have to use certain words that people use a lot. Like even if it's going to Fashion Nova or certain boutiques, and going in the comments and seeing what people are saying, and seeing like what certain names and stuff are like particular, very down to like the item, like cute fall clothing. Like you really want to use specific words when it comes to posting and putting in your search engine optimization into your website, for you to get better hits on Google without you having to pay for actual ads. You know, you don't want to have to constantly pay for ad spends for you to land on one of the top pages, but Google is just like Instagram. It likes active websites. It likes people who are active. So you have to build up the activity. And another way too is like if you want to make like a mini blog or update it, or even go into your product sometimes, like if you have time, especially if your business you're starting off, it's not as fast, it's a little slow. You definitely want to go in there and like change stuff up and switch stuff up, because Google likes active websites. And another thing I tell a lot of people too, especially if you guys are starting off with boutiques, if you do not have enough inventory to last you a month, do not drop everything at one time. One reason why I say that is you should release in a series. And the reason why I say that is because if you're dropping everything on that first website drop, what do you have to continuously promote, right? You have everything there. You've already posted everything. So if you can do it in phases, get like your top 3 items, say why this is like your top 3 items and everything. Then you release another 3 the next week. And then you release another couple the next week. That first month, you want to build that momentum up around the items and the clothing that you're selling. You want to let people know that you constantly are getting new items. That's how, boutiques are. They drop stuff week by week. But as smaller businesses, like as us just getting into and coming into business, if you don't have enough capital to buy $1,000 even in inventory, then just do it in smaller drops. I'm sorry, did somebody say something?
No.
Oh, okay. Yeah, just release it in segments, because then you will also be able to create content around it, right? Like creating different content, different posts. Clothing reels too are really, really popular now, like the transitional reels. That's something that I feel like if you have a store, that's like a must. I have clients that I'm working with now, they're trying to get their reels and stuff ready for Black Friday already, thinking of like strategies around how they're going to sell it, how they're going to package it with the different clothing and transition reels using one item and doing it in 3 or 4 different transitions. I know everybody may not necessarily, want to be on camera or comfortable with the reels in terms of you wearing the clothes. So another way to do it is like, for example, how when people, they, like you toss different items together and you put them together, not necessarily on the floor, right? But kind of like how when you take pictures and you have like the items together, it's like you switching them out or, doing transitions of your items in different colors if you're not comfortable with being on camera. But that's another way to sell your item and it still be catchy. And then I can send whoever has a boutique examples of what that actually looks like, so where people will connect with it as well and be interested in buying it. It's definitely some good ways, because we know that Instagram is definitely pushing reels a lot more than just posts. So it's definitely something that we should consider getting into.
I know I know a boutique that actually, what she does, like every time she's getting ready to drop an outfit, so her transitional reel is her with a bonnet on, no lashes, no nothing. She have on her robe. Boom. And then when she gets dressed, she'll put on the full glam, like from the bracelets, the earrings to everything. And that's how she markets like all of her. I'm going to find out what her IG is. But every time I go and look at her, because I look crazy in the morning with the bonnet and all that, and then I see how she put that together, it's like, oh my God, I want to buy. So that's another way to start marketing too. Your transition with your robe, just waking up, looking crazy with a bonnet on in your robe, and then boom, you get dressed.
Yep.
It's that easy. Like you don't have to just put a bunch of outfits on the, on the bed and all that kind of stuff. That's another good gym too to do if you sell boutiques or anything. Show how you look before all of this. Even like with waist trainers, show our little fupa hanging a little bit. Then when we get dressed, put that waist trainer on and then show out. That's another good way. So yes, that before and after is everything. That transition from looking crazy to looking like $1 million. Yes.
Yeah, those transitions is what sells every time. I see Rakoya, your question standing out to me because you're asking about tips for body sculpting. Yes, I definitely have a lot of different tips for body sculpting and stuff. So do you do like post-op care and stuff like that, like post-op in terms of surgery and stuff like that for the body sculpting? I don't know if she can, if you want to type it or speak, whichever. Oh, yes. Okay, cool. So yeah, I always say when it comes to body sculpting, it's so much different content and stuff that you can make. But one thing that I feel like with body sculpting too, you want to also build your credibility. That's where the engagement trust factor comes in at. So when it comes to body sculpting, like you sharing different facts around who the top surgeons are, and like just your professional opinion on as well, the way that they're doing certain surgeries and stuff, and like how them coming to you post-op can help and benefit that. And when I say that too, use very specific marketing, like numbers. You want to say the numbers, like you can get these results in 1 hour, right? That $10,000 investment in 1 hour, like you really want to use certain words like that because you really want them to think like, right, you right, I did pay $10,000. And then you, for that too, real quick, I would say you want to use like hook reels, right? So for example, you can say like, someone spent X amount of dollars, for a surgery went wrong, right? And then you say like, okay, post-op care, this is how you would handle, or this is your techniques to ensure that they protect their $10,000 investment. You get what I'm saying? Yeah. So you always want to draw them in that way and then create your content based on that. And then also sharing different facts about the body sculpting industry in a creative way, right? So not just something super boring. You want to talk to them in a way that makes them very relatable, right? So for example, the terms, like when you speak and stuff, like you're like body, breast augmentations and, bodies, like certain words, people like, what is that? But then if you're like, okay, skinny BBL, athletic BBL, right? Basic. So people, we understand what that is, right? But, oh, so this X, Y, and Z, Lori Harvey, she got a skinny BBL, right? So, or just whoever. So you really want to make it relatable to where people understand, your content, and even just speaking more to in terms of like that particular industry. You can create content about that and relate it to what your expertise are. And even like if you're sharing, like, do you share a lot on social media, the videos and stuff that you do, like in terms of when you're working?
I was, but I kind of fell off. I'm trying to pick back up now.
Okay, yeah. So I would say when you are sharing those particular videos and stuff, start to like point out key areas like, okay, we're toning up, with permission of like your clients or customers, of course. I'm always like, in certain industries, you want to ask for consent, but it's like, here we're toning up, like, or we're removing cellulite, being, pointing out certain areas, because then they're going to be like, oh, she really knows what she's doing, right? Like she's very focused and detailed around the content that we're consuming. So you're going to start to build that trust if you haven't already. Does that make sense?
Yes, that makes a lot of sense. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Another thing I want to touch on too, when you run out of content, what is good too, to remix an already established reel. So if the reel is already presented and it's already in your niche, you can remix that. Even if you don't like something, right now they're talking about how IRS is trickling down on small businesses, right? So I already seen somebody talk about it. So I'm going to remix it and give my opinion on it. So if you guys run out of like content for reels, you can always remix an already made reel too. That's another good idea too, if it's in your niche.
And then it'll reach a different audience. Like, with reels, you might, sometimes, or even different platforms. So that's kind of why I created this, right? So this here, everyone always think, this is why I tell people, I always ask my clients, okay, how you primarily promote? Everybody say Instagram, like, because Instagram seems the easiest for everyone, or like they feel like everybody is there. I can tell you guys right now, 100%. I have a client, she only has about 1,100 followers, maybe on Instagram. She's making 6 figures in sales. You would not know, literally 6 figures. Why? Because when we established it, she told me like, oh, I'm not really good with Instagram. Like, no, I'm starting to now help her with Instagram. But she was very honest with like, I'm not good. She was like, but you know what? I might be good with Facebook. Where her sales coming from? Facebook, literally 6 figures, no lie, 6 figures in sales just off of Facebook, because she knew what she could master, and she wanted to master that one. She wanted to master and pick one social media platform before she moved on to others. So that's another thing too. You guys want to be honest with yourself about how much time you can commit to what platform. If you can do multiple, if you're good at creating content but you struggle in other areas, seek help in other areas and play to your strengths, right? Play to your strengths, and then you want to I want to say like barter out to your weaknesses, or, like you really want to play to what your strengths are. Some people, they don't understand or know the value that is in Pinterest too. Pinterest is a lot of value in Pinterest.
Yes.
If you're interested in selling, they have a lot of business tools and stuff too that people don't really tap into. And if you think of it, a lot of people don't use Pinterest. So your business has a lot more potential to grow there because people aren't already doing that, if that makes sense, right? Like now a lot of people are getting into it or catching on, but a lot of people don't use it. So if you think about it, that's the area where you can possibly dominate in. So just don't sleep on that, because everyone's selling on one platform. That doesn't necessarily mean that they're all making a lot of money on it, but you can. It's definitely possible. So like I said, just pick your platform and create, you can share your content on each one. You don't have to just post your flyers and stuff on like Instagram and Facebook. You can repurpose them, like how Angel was just saying, like, we can use old content in various different ways. Yes. So that's why even if you're making your own content, or you're using Canva or whatever it is, be very, very intentional in how you're marketing. And then I would say test out different ways. So kind of relate to what I was saying earlier, is that let's say you want to promote the same item in 3 different ways. And when I say 3 different ways is promote an item by just like a regular post, a story post, and then create a reel, see which one gets the most traction, right? That's then you'll understand and know which direction you should be going it with, like your marketing and stuff. And then make sure you're using words and verbiage that people can relate to, and that's not too cliche. Like I'm a big person. Anybody know me? I hate cliches. Be a little bit more creative. Think outside the box. Go in the comments and stuff and see, like, all of that makes a difference. All of it makes a big difference. So I see Jasmine. You said, what about an Etsy store? Yeah, Etsy stores are really, really, really good too, depending on what you're selling again. And then how invested you're going to be in that Etsy store. So it's a lot of different things you can sell on Etsy. So it really just depends on what you're selling, and they have good business tools too. I haven't really worked a lot with Etsy, but I do know a few people who have stores. A lot of people I work with like to own their platform when it comes to that, because Etsy gets a percentage of your sales depending on what it is. So yeah, you can definitely be, I say Etsy is good for businesses like how Angel, you were telling me, like mine
ebooks.
or ebooks,
Yeah.
exactly, or
ebooks.
Etsy is good for like stationary stuff or like customization of certain stuff as well. Those are very, very good with Etsy stores because people go to, or even if you want to create like baby shower games and stationery and stuff, like Etsy is really, really good stores for that.
I like Etsy too. I did good on Etsy, but I got thrown off even when I was selling. And I have an upcoming challenge for you guys. Because everybody in my group will make an ebook, whatever niche, whatever business that you're in, everybody's gonna have to make an ebook. And that's the advantage of an ebook. It's the gift that keeps giving. You make the product one time and you're selling it over and over and over again. And I also know how to do the ads on Etsy too. Etsy's ads are so cheap, it's like $1 a day. And it'll keep you at the top. So when people are trying to purchase something in your niche, it'll have you at the top. And I teach you guys that too. That's a whole nother income for you guys too. And before, I wanted to also mention for people that have service-based business, people that have service-based businesses, I need to see more of what is your everyday life as far as doing hair. So for instance, Justina, she does hair. So I want to see how you cut the ends on your clients' hair, how you grease their scalp with oils and all that kind of stuff too. If you are having a service-based business, I want to see more of content with that. From the time you set up your area, from the time you're cleaning off your combs and things of that nature too. We're not leaving y'all out either. So service-based business, we can see how you start, how like you can reenact clients being late. You can just do a whole lot of stuff with that too. So we're not leaving y'all out as far as content as well too, service-based. I want to see that. Some people may not know that you grease their scalp when you're doing their foundation and braids and all that kind of stuff. So we got to start somewhere. And I just think those are very good ideas for you guys too, for the ones that have service-based businesses.
Yep. And also too, to piggyback off for you and what the experience is like before, right? How do you prepare? Do you wash your hands? How you set your station up? Just give them a visual of what that actually looks like, like what the experience with you is like what type of products you use, like how she says, you want to literally make them visual, like, oh my gosh, I got to get in this girl chair. She used, certain products. Like, I like to use that product, or I like to wear, I like to wear that. Like, you really want them to visualize it because all they're seeing is what you post on social media and your booking page.
That's it. All we see is the after thing. We want to see your whole experience because that will make me want to come to you. Like, oh my God, she actually just greased her scalp. She actually just washed her hair. Like, and she cuts ends. Because now it's like you damn near have to do everything before you get to a stylist. And I'm not knocking any stylists, but these days, I don't know a whole lot of people that actually washes my hair and actually cut my ends, like really care about what's underneath this content wig. But it's a whole nother, that's a whole nother conversation. But I want to see your experience. I want to see it. I want to see it. I want to see more of that. And that's going to make you stand out from the rest because a lot of people are not doing it. Everybody just gets the grass wall, the ring light, and, and just post pictures. That's it. Like, no, I want to see something else. We can see that all day on our time.
I agree with you on that, Miss Angel, because that's one thing about me. Like, I went to cosmetology school, but I just, for some reason, only braid. But it because of the fact that I'm so into hair, like I don't care if you're a kid, if you're adult, even if you don't ask me. I mean, for the kids, I'll ask for permission, but 9 times out of 10, the moms don't care. But I'm clipping your ends. Like, I'm not finna braid your hair. And I see that, because number one, that's gonna make my braids look stupid. So I need your ends Right.
gram.
And I was actually watching a video the other day that was talking about stylists and not washing hair and stuff. And one of the things that the girl said is she was a cosmetologist, was like the first thing you learn in cosmetology is like you never do a service on no one's head that's dirty. So if you're having this person come to you and you're saying, oh, you have to wash your hair first, you don't know if that person washed their hair, or a lot of people don't know how to properly wash their hair. Now you're doing this person's head, and what if you get an infection or anything, or you ain't washing your combs properly or whatever, and now you passing this down to all your clients. So yeah, I definitely feel you on that one.
Start doing that. Even if you feel like you are discouraging your business and you just get the same other people, you will reach a whole nother client base. You will reach a whole nother ethnic group and everything else. I'm telling you, don't miss out on your blessings of doing it.
I think a lot of people don't do it because they're so, like, these days I realize a lot of stylists they're really just about the money. It's not like they don't really care about nothing else. So
and that's cool for you. And that's cool for you. Yeah, that's cool for you because you're gonna set the tone. You are not one of them. So you're gonna set the tone of you're not your typical stylist.
Right.
And that's where you can leverage and charge more and more and more. Like if I did here, I would start at a basic, maybe $100, and I will have tons of upsells. Like $25 to cut your ends, $25 to color your hair black, your grays. You know, we starting to get grays. All that stuff I will upsell. By the time they leave, I will pocket at least $200 what these other artists are doing and just putting on a frontal and just taking out everybody's edges. So that's a good factor to start off low and just add all of those as upsells.
Okay.
And then so touch bases on that.
Yeah, and then another thing too that I want to say, like this is a good strategy to like grow your Instagram following, grow your credibility, to grow the trust factor. So a lot of the time too, like, you know, anytime you guys see somebody or like a trending topic about your particular industry, make sure you engage in that type of content. Like when it comes to stuff like that, like if you're following like specific blogs or stuff like this, goes back to like popular trending topics and it's about your particular industry, make sure that like you're even in the comments of that, like, you know, like even per se, like shade rooms and other little platforms and stuff like that. If it's just something about your particular industry, you guys should practice saying stuff for scenarios to where like you're giving credibility or like you're putting a trust factor in yourself. What I mean by that is like certain viral moments, like how the video about the girl, right? You guys going in the comments saying like, yes, X, Y, and Z, and I do this, because it's like people are going to see that, right? And they're going to wonder like, who is this person? Like if you're giving expert advice under some comments, we all just see comments to where we, you know, psychologically want to go to the person page just to see. You get what I'm saying? So use that as an opportunity as well to build on your following, or, you know, at least try to make sure that you are promoting yourself in some way and using all forms of advertising, not just posting and stuff like that. You want to build, it's like what I call like a social community, right? So you're in a social community and you are engaging in content that's related to the business and what you're selling. So you don't know who's looking at that or who can be paying attention. It could be like an influencer or a celebrity. I didn't see plenty of people get following or get credibility from particular people, all because they commented on something, right? And such went to follow them. And then now, you know, you don't know at what speed or at what light your business is going to take off. So you just want to be ready and prepared for that. So just make sure that you're thinking of all different ways to be able to put yourself out there, or, you know, in your business, and be able to capitalize off of it, if that makes sense. But yeah, that's something I'm very big on. And then it's also too, like, it's resources out there that will, you know, like depending on what target market and stuff you're in, there's like websites and stuff. It's one that's called SparkToro. It's a website that I use for my clients when I'm doing like market research and stuff. But what it does is, for example, like if you go there and you type in Jada name or something, right? So it's like if you type in Jada Wade or whatever, it's gonna literally give you like the top Instagram accounts or top hashtags that this particular person is associated with. So if you want to sell to her audience, this is the type of content or hashtags and stuff you should be using, right? So that also will help give you guys a sense of direction in terms of like, where should I go in my marketing, right? So like when you're stuck or you're stagnant, it's resources that people don't even really know out there that will help help them for free. Sometimes, like, depending on plans, you have to pay for certain stuff, but utilize your free resources that you do have. You guys, as a mentor in a mentorship, you guys can utilize your mentor. You're investing and paying something, so it's like you guys have already built that particular community. I'm gonna write it in the write it down. It gives you like a couple of free searches, but I have like a business plan with them because I specialize in so much of like this work. But yeah, just kind of look it up, and it's a few other ones as well. I'm gonna get the names of the other ones, and I think those are like the free ones. But it definitely will help you guys like when it comes to where you should find those type of customers too. It'll literally tell you like, okay, if you want this name, this person's customers, like this is the way, or these are like Instagram accounts they follow a lot or they engage with a lot. That's it. Literally, that's what it will tell you guys. But this is like the next slide, a little bit more about what I like to go in depth in. It's like user experience and user psychology right around stuff. So anytime like I'm working or I'm doing, like me, I'm a very like analytical person. I'm very data driven. So I have also a background in finance. I used to be a lending operations manager for a finance company. And that's when I got really into data analytics. So for me with designing, I like to put a psychological thought in it, because somebody may come to me for a flyer, right? And they'll just be like, oh, Dan, I just want to get a flyer. Okay, what you want a flyer for? What are you selling? How do you want to sell it? So I'm always going to think about the psychology behind it and intentional. Yeah, it's just a flyer to you, but you obviously want to sell something. So how are we going to psychologically get people to kind of buy into whatever it is that you're selling, right? So I always like to think too, like when you guys are posting stuff on your story, have you ever like posted something on your story and you're like asking questions? It's like, dang, nobody responded. So who here has experienced that? Press like one, and you just be like, dang, like nobody even answered my questions. And it might get you, like a little discouraged, or you might feel away, but you just be like, dang, nobody answered my questions and stuff like that. So it was like a few of my clients, and I had a conversation with them about stuff like that. And I always tell people too, like, you have to start to put psychology into the way that you post, right? Mm-hmm. So when I say that, I mean, it's like normally how do we hold our phone? How do we hold our hand on our phone? People are very tappers, right? People are very lazy tappers. People scroll lazily. So you want to put whatever it is in hindsight. You want to make sure that button there, because like people, they will answer in the back of their head, like they might respond to something, but they don't press the button because they're just too lazy. So you always want to make sure that, think of like your index finger, whatever finger we use to tap, which is normally or probably our thumb, right? Depending on if you have an iPhone or what type of phone. You really want to make sure that when you are posting on Instagram, on social media, try stuff that way. Like post it in a way to where the user experience is set up easy for them. People are very, very lazy, on social media. Exactly. Attention span under 3 minutes. Mine is under 5 seconds. So it's like, you might answer in your head, but it's like, dang, nobody responded. And then also too, like before you're posting questions, like try to post your questions in different forms, like put a video behind it instead of like just a blank canvas, right? Because people gonna want to kind of see what that video talking about more than they gonna want to just see the blank post. So if you guys ever see like certain people, they might post the video behind their questions, it's because that they are testing out their content to see how people are going to engage with it, what they're going to react best to. And a lot of the times we don't know that, but it's the psychology behind it because it's social media, so like I said, people consume things differently. So when it comes to you ask certain questions and stuff, like try it in various ways, even if you're like, I'm sorry.
I think her background.
Yeah, and so
what you call it?
Okay, no worries, my bad. Yeah, so it's like you want to kind of test different stuff out, or even if it's like posting like a fact or something, or somebody credible saying something before you post your actual question. So then that way the question that comes next makes sense. You know what I'm saying? Because you want everything to connect. You want to create like a series or a journey for them, or a sales journey or a sales loop or a funnel. You really want to create like a sales loop or a sales funnel for them. And then Angel, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to send you like a strategy breakdown for them to be able to create their own sales funnel. Like
Yeah.
one goal, they're going to tie it to one business goal and create an actual sales funnel from them, and then try it and see how that'll work for them and like their content or whatever it is they want to sell.
Yes. I wanted to mention too, Rakoya, you have like $1 million business. The surgery world is just like, it's booming. So I would go crazy. I would be for every BBL community, every tummy tuck community. I will be for everything, even the veneers, all that stuff. You are like in $1 million business, and I feel like a lot of your post should always be related to like surgery, something about surgery, something about, necessarily not going to the gym, but doing this exercise while you're at work, or while you're doing this, while you're doing that. You have a really good, you're in a really good industry. So you will never not have content to post, because it's like that is booming. Everybody is trying to be their best version of their self right now. Everybody is fixing their bodies up, just everything. So everybody is just doing self-improvement with themselves. So you're in an amazing business. So I expect a lot from you. So Rakoya, I know you got discouraged, but just tapping into like the BBL community and all that type of stuff, you're gonna win. I just want to say
Thank you, girl.
You're welcome.
There's a lot of different stuff you can do with that too. Like that's crazy. She
How do you post? Oh, I'm sorry, I'm answering questions.
Go ahead.
What you say, Rakoya?
What's that? I think that question was for me. What type of business is she in? Let me go back.
Yeah.
Body sculpting. Basically, people that's trying to lose weight, kill the belly fat, get a snatch waist.
Where you located?
I just moved from Castro Valley. That's what Angel and I was talking about. I'm in the process of trying to get a storefront.
Yeah.
Okay. So
thank you, Angel.
You're welcome. Like everybody is trying, like seriously, everybody is trying to be the best version of themselves, like showing up. Where's everybody? Like, and I don't want to put people business out there, but I don't want to put people business out there, but everybody is basically trying to be the best version of them. And we need people like you that can relate, because there's so much judgment on social media. It would be like, go to Koya. Koya will get you together. Koya is not going to judge you. Koya is she's with the BBL community and all that type of stuff. So you can leverage that like big time. And it's a trust factor. We go back to the trust factor, and be relatable. Yep. Even if you go get braces, you're still relatable. That's still considered as cosmetic surgery. So you're going to kill it.
Right, she local, right? Yep, and even too, I would say, Rakoya, another good thing too is like try partnering with or like partnering with like recovery centers and like top major cities that get surgery, stuff like that, because when people come home, they're gonna need you. So just look into like little stuff like that and like certain type.
How do you do that? Just like reach out?
Well, like, like reach out, or even too, like, once you see, like when you like doing social media research or like market research, we kind of know like who the top surgeons are, like surgery recovery centers in those cities. So like just starting to be more like friendly or relatable. Yeah, just like reaching out, doing like small pitches and stuff like that, because it'll be beneficial to you as well, because people are going to still need that. To me, like post-op care, people should be, and also too, that's something you can capitalize off on. Post-op care or any type of surgery care should be included in your cost of surgery, because you're going to need to maintain it anyway. So just capitalize off of that too.
Yeah, when you get clients too, you are the professional. So when they are coming to get services from you, you tell them what they need aftercare. Even if you know that are scheduled to see them in 2 or 3 weeks, you give them the creams they need. You give them, if they're laying in a bed and they're trying to tighten and tone their thighs, maybe give them like a little sheet where they do exercises. Then they come back to you. You sell them everything that you got to sell. As soon as they come in here, that you're the professional. You tell them what they need, because we don't know.
Got it.
You know what I'm saying? So whenever, even though I know the shit is not gonna work that they're telling me to get and all that kind of stuff, I still get it because they're the professional, so they know. So at the end of the day, I only came to your service for a $70 service. I'm leaving with something, even if it's like a shake that I can use to curb my appetite. Just any little thing you can think of to upsell, make sure they're leaving out with something other than just getting a service. That's the benefit of offering services, because you can upsell them to your products, having a product line. So you just made your money two ways.
Got it. Oh, I'm excited now.
Yeah. It was just a lot of different ways. And like I said too, last thing I had on there was like, do the work. A lot of people think success come overnight, just like how you guys are behind the scenes now doing work and mentorship programs and stuff.
Yes.
This is the stuff people don't see. You know, this is something you guys are getting the benefit of having guidance, something that most people don't have. I didn't have no.
I never had
guidance.
This.
Yeah,
I never have it. Never had this. Never. I never had somebody giving me gems. I had to learn that stuff. I had to stay up at nighttime to learn this type of stuff. I look at 8-figure companies, how like Amazon. I look how he started off in his garage. That's how I learned a lot of my stuff.
That's my favorite fucking person.
Disneyland. I look at Disneyland. They got told no like several times, and all these businesses are able to be $1 million businesses behind business funding. You cannot do this out of pocket being a small business owner forever. You can't even have that mind state anymore. Like, oh, I'm a small business owner. No, I'm not a small business owner. No, I'm not. I'm that girl.
Right.
I'm boss lady. What? I'm going to have this. I'm going to have that. But in order to leverage, you're going to need some type of funding. You're going to need funding, because we don't want to be that mom and pop business forever. I know I don't.
Right.
So I'm just putting that out there. Dream big, dream bigger. But this mentorship is everything, and it should be taken seriously too, because we are dropping gems. You guys are paying for my membership, and I'm only getting the best of the best to teach you guys this too. And I did and start getting into rooms, because I did. Allie asked me to and I think it was during tax time, she asked me to be a speaker at her event, and that's where I met her at. So I met her.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, that's how we both. She asked us both to be speakers, and that was a good too. I probably should sit in I had that launch checklist. Like everybody was in love with that. The lunch checklist.
So when Dayona came, when she was a speaker, she gave out like little workbooks and stuff.
Yeah,
she showed up and showed
they were
out.
In love. They were
she gave them worksheets. Like, have you ever seen a speaker give you worksheets? Like, she literally gave us like a manual worksheet.
Nice.
Yeah, they love that launch checklist.
Yes. And
that girl did a whole review on it. I was like,
yes. And even if you guys are in your confused stage of business, like do pop-up shops, do these empowerment events, and get a bunch of speakers to come in the same room, but really be about helping and inspiring people, and of that nature. But start doing that too. That's another whole different type of business too, where you get a whole lot of money, get a lot of girls in the room. Because I told myself I'm showing up anytime. Because I was like, I don't know. And then when Allie called me, I was on it like, yep, what day? When do I sign? When? You need me there? And I met her. And when you go places, you network and you meet people. And look, we are really good. She just did my website. So I'm just excited about just being in rooms with people. Get in those rooms, ladies. Like, seriously.
I'm going to all rooms invited.
Right. Like, don't invite me nowhere I can't make no money or learn it. Don't invite me. I don't want it.
Exactly.
that's what everybody missing is.
Yeah, like, and I'm so mad at myself because I just went to that concert. Y'all know I posted I was on that concert. I was so happy to be outside. But let me tell you what I'm so mad I didn't do. I was around thousands of people. I was supposed to have my business card about my mentorship in my phone and airdrop my business card. Thousands of people.
How did you do that? Because I was on a freeway yesterday and an airdrop came to my phone and it was for somebody's website and stuff. I'm like, where the fuck did this come from?
Oh yeah, they paid. I think I know one of those radio things you can pay for it and it drops something. I learned that a while back. But that's what it is. Whenever y'all get into these groups, even if it's at a birthday party, I don't care, wherever there's women at, airdrop y'all business card and tell them y'all got a special. They not gonna even trip off the business card. They gonna read that special.
Exactly.
So that's a gem right there.
Yeah.
When y'all be going out, turning up, drinking y'all Casamigos and all that stuff, I'm not judging, but make it make sense. If you going around all these girls, make it make sense. Okay?
Yep, and all these rooms and stuff. Yeah.
All these rooms, yes.
That's the best option.
Okay, I'm gonna give you back the flow. I got excited.
No worries. So does anybody else have any other questions and stuff? I'm gonna I have 3 worksheets. So like 3, I wouldn't call them worksheets, but it's like a different like marketing stuff, how to automate certain stuff, set certain stuff up for you guys as well. And then normally too, like how to price items. So like for boutiques too, I used to own a boutique back in 2015. It was called Class of Her Own. I even had like Monique wear some of my stuff on the show, a lot of little stuff, but like that was my first business. And that's how, when I was telling you on live how I really got into doing brand design, is because like I was never satisfied with the way people were creating my content or doing my website and stuff like that. But so that's why I do still have like that LA showroom and a lot of resources for stuff that I know they have better quality for it to be like in LA too. Like they have full quality stuff, and like I said, they drop stuff pre-season for people to buy. But yeah, I have like a few different things for you guys. I wish we could spend more time. It's midnight.
I know. And those websites that you dropped, those websites that you guys gave us, did anybody write them down? Because I want you guys to put it in the mentorship too, please.
Yeah, I put it in the
So I also was thinking about doing a field trip with everybody, and we all go down to LA because we all can get some stuff. Like I don't sell like products like clothes and all that kind of stuff, but I will purchase a sweatshirt with my business logo on it, like hats when I gotta show up and I want to put my hat on my brand and stuff like that. So that's another good idea too. And also I wanted to mention too, if you guys sell boutique, get with these promoters that's in the Bay Area. Get with these promoters and tell them that you will style whatever celebrity guests they have. You'll style them for free so they can put on your clothes and wear your clothes too, or just bring down a good little goodie package to them. That's another gem you guys could do too. Okay. So did you guys enjoy it?
Yes, I had wrote something in the chat like minutes ago, but you guys probably
wrote something.
Let me see.
What did you put?
I accidentally copied and pasted somebody else's stuff, but my stuff like right underneath it.
Oh, when it comes to looking for ambassadors. That's what you put?
What to look for? Great question. So when it comes to looking for people to promote or ambassadors, 100% ask them for their data, their analytics. Tell them that you want their rate sheet, and then you want their kit, so their brand kit, so their content creator kit. What that should include is you want to see like how many people actually tap links and stuff stuff they promoted, because some people, I just seen the other day, this girl paid somebody, the lady had 3 million followers. She paid her $2,500. Guess how many sales she got? One. She got one sale. She paid somebody $2,500. So you want to ask them for their rate sheet. You also too, you want to get a contract, and you also want to make sure that you let them know how you want them to promote it. Like you give them, you say, I want you to promote it X, Y, and Z way. Like literally give them deliverables of how you want them to promote it, and what, even it down to if it comes to what you want their hair to look like. And you're paying them, so it shouldn't be no ands, ifs, or buts about what they can do for you, especially when it comes to clothing or fashion. But you definitely want to see their data behind it, because you want to see like who's clicking on the links, who's going to the websites, who's going to the products. They could post anything, but who's going to actually engage in it. And then look at like their comments too, and like what they posted. See how many people saying, oh, where you get that from? Stuff like that is going to always let you know who really has that influence.
Because I know somebody that paid Alexis Sky so much money, she didn't get him not one sale.
I heard that too. I heard she don't be getting sale.
She didn't get him not one sale because her target audience is mostly like men that drool over her.
I was just gonna say that. Exactly.
Buying no boutique clothes.
And that's the mistake that people make.
Yeah. Another gem, Alexis, you could do also too, is you can give them a free outfit, right? And there's an app on Shopify where they would sign up as what is that word I'm trying to say? They would sign up as affiliate, right? They would sign up as affiliate. So when at each sale that they make under their affiliate, they get $10 off of that sale. So they're getting a free item, and then they also can get like percentage off of the sales that they make at your on your website. That's another way too. You get like $5 off of each sale. That's another way too to be affiliate to your website.
Okay.
Yeah, affiliate is definitely good. And then you could track that affiliate traffic too, you know? Like,
yeah.
You have access to it.
Any other questions? I think
yes. So I have like just two more, but they really, really quick. So when you are how many times a week should you be asking your ambassador to repost for you? How many days out the week? How many is it every few hours or like?
No, I wouldn't say every few hours, but it also depends on like what your contract is, right? And what you're paying for. Yeah. So just also think in terms of like what you can afford, and then also like if when they're posting, what value it's bringing to you, right? So if you know when they're posting or whatever, you're getting a lot of sales. Of course, you know you want to keep that traffic coming. Even try stuff like sending them a different item, remixing the item, because once you start to get those sales, you'll have more money to invest in them. Or even to like a lot of the times too, like sometimes turn them into like your actual like I feel like it's a lot better to like not do one-offs. So when I say that, I mean like just get an actual contract with, you know, somebody or like a particular influencer and have them be like a complete ambassador for like 6 months or 3 months, you know, or for a certain amount of time. Because then people too, now it's like on social media, we come across different information and we could kind of be like, okay, well, that person just promoting their stuff. Like, do they even really like it? Because that's what happened to that one, you know, that skincare brand. It got to be like, no one's like, who's really wearing it? You know, like, you know, oh, this person just promoting it because they're getting paid to do it. So,
and
like
I hate cliche stuff because you can tell when stuff is an ad. Just like they're trying to act like you can grow your edges in like 20 days. You can just tell it's hella cliche and they hella just, it's an ad. Like, no, I want to see the whole process from 2 weeks, 3 weeks, 4 weeks. When they just show you just like no hair right here. And then in 3 weeks, come on now. Now, you know. So that's an ad. I know that that's an ad all day. So let's just we need to just get more creative with stuff. But get contracts. There's a lawyer on Instagram that already have pre-made contracts. So all you have to do is insert whatever you're going to insert or change it up. And she's an attorney. I'll get you guys her Instagram name, but she sells them already made contracts for whatever y'all trying to do. Okay. And that will be well, because you're gonna need ambassadors if you guys are doing a boutique. Okay. If you guys wear your own clothes. And so check their analytics too. Even if you want them to be your brand ambassador, see, because I know my times. I know people get on my stuff like at 9 o'clock in the morning and 6 o'clock in the evening. Those are my good hours. You can actually see their analytics too if you want them to be your brand ambassador, Alexis.
Okay.
Okay. So we're gonna wrap this up, Diana. So you guys take y'all pictures of the Zoom. I'm gonna
send it to I'm gonna send the slide I had, and then also to the once I send out the you know the stuff that I have for you.
So you guys also know that book a free consultation with Diana just so she can critique your website, or if you guys need her services, need her help. She does everything, like everything. I just seen where she did a flyer and it's an actual video on the flyer. I'm like, oh, I need that next. So like,
Alexis, I could show you too. I'm sorry, not Alexis. Requoya, because I know you need both actually. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off.
Yeah, show them.
I was just doing some I'm gonna show you a little bit of some work that I just did for I did like a real cover and stuff for one of my Atlanta clients. She actually does aesthetics too.
Oh really?
Yeah, I'm gonna show you. Her colors and stuff is like very like bright and vibrant, but I just did like this little. I'm gonna show you. Let me know if you guys can see my screen again, because I'm working on some project. But love. Let me see.
You shared the screen?
I'm about to share it.
Okay. Also, while she's getting that.
You see it?
Okay.
So yeah, so I just did for her. So like this is her little real cover. It's gonna go slow because I got so much stuff running on my computer.
That's hella cute.
That's a video on her website?
No, this is like her real cover for Instagram.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So like, for her when she does like her when she posts her doing the actual services and stuff. Yeah, it's just like a little video. See, I got so much stuff like that, but yeah, so if you can even like use Canva or whatever to make you guys own little videos and stuff, and the real covers is like 1080 1920, like that's the pixel. So like if you guys ever do need to know what type of size you need to format your content and stuff in, it's a 1080 by 1920.
Yeah, I think 80% of people on here know how to work Canva now, right? Remember I told you guys to do that Canva challenge? I said that for a reason.
I missed that one. What was
it? In business, you're gonna have to use Canva no matter what, no matter if you have the best.
Even if you get templates, even if you get templates. Anytime I design my clients templates that they want to reuse, so like for example, for that particular thing, like she can reuse that on Canva. She can post any video she want on there. Like she can change it for that service. She can post any video. She don't have to use that one all the time because it's transparent. So like if you do get services, just make sure they make it transparent. That way you can repurpose it. You don't want to just pay for something you're gonna only use one time. So.
Yeah. Yes, I'm excited about this. Okay, you guys, do you guys feel like you guys are gonna need her website help? Because I feel like y'all gonna need it. If I needed it, y'all gonna need it. Because I told y'all I had 6 people working on my website and I got it to where I love it now. I love it.
Oh, thank you.
I definitely need her.
Me too. Yes, even if you need her. Also, too, we talked about boutiques. The Asians on the Asian vendors, they already aboard, which they want you to do drop shipping. So they're already aboard. Like, yeah, I can put my information in your Shopify store. Just Shopify store, I can run your whole shit. Like, not to cuss, sorry, but they can run your whole drop shipping store. They already aboard to it. You know they about their money, so they're already ready to do it. They already got their packages for y'all to buy y'all stuff already. Y'all need them to put the name on it, all that stuff. They are ready. They already mastered the Shopify store. Yes. So keep that in mind too. Because so it's like 2 different type of concepts I have. I like to get my stuff. I like to get my products because I want to feel it, touch it. I want to let them know, okay, it's thick, quality, is da-da-da-da-da. But if you don't want to get into all of that with the trust factor, you can always do drop shipping and they ship it to their house. But I like to feel and see my stuff. I like the experience of actually going to the post office and all that kind of stuff. So
yeah, that's content. Like we said, content. That's
content all day. That's content. Right now, we're creating content. I don't know if y'all need to take a picture of it. Shout out me and her. Just tell your audience what you did, how you're ending your night. That's content. Okay.
Content is king.
Content.
That's what I always say.
Yes.
Like that little audio. Everything is content. Everything is content. Yes. Don't forget to film it. Don't forget to film it.
Yes.
That's my favorite
I'm excited
audio.
about
I saved it too.
I'm excited about this. So are you guys just gonna kill it now with content, website, all that type of stuff? Are you guys more comfortable now?
I'm more comfortable. I would just like to actually create a website because that is my biggest thing. Like that's kind of what's been having me like on pause because like I always say in our chats I'm like, I'm still trying to figure out me. Like, I have a business, I have an LLC, I have all that, but my mind changes so much. And then on top of that, I'm a Virgo, so I overthink things. And it's like 1 minute I'll be like, okay, I want to do this. And it's like, nope, I don't want to do that no more. I want to do this.
Yeah, so what I'm telling everybody, I know a lot of people see like, oh, Angel is doing like 5 or 6 things, damn. But the trust factor is I'm known for the waist trainer girl. I'm known for the rap. I'm known for that. I'm notorious for that. So I built a community around selling waist trainers. So they trust me with that. So if I want to go sell pink hot dogs, guess what? They come in to buy my pink hot dogs because I started off with one business and I fell in love with that one business. I gave it 3 to 5 years of my life. I sacrificed everything, right? So once you focus on one business, everything will follow. Everything will follow. Okay. Because you know, waist trainers don't even tie in with taxes. Like, how did she just do that?
You know, Miss Angel, I actually laughed at you, and that's why I wanted to work with you, because I said,
because I'm relatable.
I feel like that's gonna be me. I'm gonna be like, how you doing taxes and hair and like none of this is going
and they are profitable too, so that's the good part, you know.
Yeah, because I only got to do taxes. Well, I'm in here doing it now, but I really only have to do taxes 4 months out of the year. I don't have to see these people if I don't want to. So, like, but the waist trainer, health and beauty will always be my baby, no matter what, because people want to look good all the time. So I'll never ever be broke. I may be broke at the end of the tax season, but when it comes to health and beauty, I'll never be broke ever. I can always resort back to my baby because that's the foundation that I actually started on, and I still sell it, but I'm not really into it. It's not like, I mean, I have a different mindset. So like a $30 profit, it don't pay my bills. You understand what I'm saying? So I know that income is coming and everything adds up, but I've already surpassed that level of a $60 profit today. Not knocking anybody, but I've been doing this since 2012. I should not be making $60 today. Okay. Just saying. Okay, so I'm glad that everybody was on. I'm glad. So you guys booked your consultation with her. You do the payment plan too, right? Like Shop Now.
Yeah, I have several on my website.
Okay. Yeah. Even if you guys think your color scheme is probably not popping, like talk to her. She gonna get you together. I'm telling you, she gonna get you together. Just some little, if you already have a website and you need her to like revamp it and make it alive and make it just really nice, talk to her.
Or even too, like I'm doing I was telling Angel too, like if you guys want me to like do something more like, because I really want to do like more like exercise stuff, right? So where you guys actually can take what we do in like one of these and apply it just to give your business more marketing, especially for the holiday season. So like maybe next month or something.
Yes.
If you guys want to think of like a campaign or something you want to start, and then I can give you guys like the marketing and stuff and help you come up with the concepts. If that sounds like something that you guys want to do, then I can join another one of the mentorships for that.
Oh yeah, come on back, honey. Come on back. Come on back. Yes, it's so crazy that I met you at Allie's, and I'm doing. I just started her business, but I'm about to start on her taxes right after I end this. Isn't that crazy? But see, people trust me because I've always been an honest business owner. I'm always honest. Like if I have a problem, I will refund you so fast. So people trust me. Everybody don't trust people to give them their social security number. People trust me so much that they'll give me their password to their bank account, give me their password to anything. Like I built that trust factor. I built my momentum a long time ago.
That's actually how I ended up following you, Miss Angel.
Even if back in the days you did your thing, you did whatever, just revamp everything. You're a changed person. You've been repent, whatever they call it in church. Revive, yep. Seriously.
That's what I gotta do. Revamp everything.
Revamp is the key. Because I revamp my stuff like every year. I get bored with it. Like, oh, it's not popping. I'm not that girl anymore. So let me get some popping colors. All right.
Yes, did your photo shoot, I was waiting. I was like, what's she doing this for? I said, because it's something.
My
that-
photo shoot, I did a photo shoot for this mentorship. Like,
Yep, that's what
and
I was
I did a
Oh, I
photo
can't hear
shoot for this
nothing.
mentorship. So y'all little business, do a photo shoot. I just did another photo shoot.
I
up
can't hear
here.
nothing.
Oh, you can't hear? Yeah, I did a photo shoot just for the mentorship. Like, who does that? But I did. And I was able to use my pictures from my mentorship app. Just like that. Right now, these days, you can get a ring lamp and a good iPhone, clean the front and the back of it, and get to work. If you don't have the money, like, get to work. Nice, clean pictures. Yeah. All right. So I guess it's over now. I got to do some taxes.
Okay, guys.
So this was
All
nice,
right,
you guys.
thank you.
Don't
Good night,
forget.
ladies.
Then I'm gonna email you the stuff, Angel. Then you want to send it up, distribute it to them.
Yeah, and we welcome you back again too.
Thank you so much.
We're gonna need
Have a
you.
good night.
Yes.
Thank you.
Good
Gonna
night, you
need you,
guys.
girl. Good night, ladies. Good luck with everything, ladies.
Good night, ladies.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.